everyone, it's me Flome back with another video, and today we're gonna be playing some Madden with Lucci in, well, we're in the playoffs, and yeah, so whoever wins this goes on to the playoff division wildcard.
Nigga, accept my trade.
No!
Why?
Cause bro, your left guard sucks.
Nigga, that's the thing. Okay, how do I make my shit better? Where do I put him? In a draft pick?
Oh my god, bro, can we just play, man?
Nigga!
Try to trade him with a draft pick, and then maybe you'll get a better left guard. I told you, I literally asked you, like, not even 2 weeks, but like 2 weeks ago, would you trade for my left guard? You said no. Hurry up, Lucci. I'm trying to play, bro.
Okay, if I trade him, will I get an ass one?
What, the draft pick?
Fuck it. Alright, never mind. Let's play.
Who, did you get any good players?
Yeah, only defense.
Alright, bro. The most annoyingest thing out of your team, the defense. I hate your defense and your offense. Give me Travis Kelce.
Suck my dick, nigga!
Hey, watch your mouth.
Oh, pussy.
Alright, Lucci, you ready to get your ass whooped? Yeah, you are.
Nigga, lose. Well, I got that, nigga. Boy, Tyreek, bro. Nigga, you're lucky. If I lose, that means Tyreek Hill gets injured. Bitch, nigga.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you. Yeah, look at that. I got the good players.
In the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in
Wildcard.
Kansas City. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Lucci, come on. Vamos, compa. Lucci, go, no, bro. What are you
Nigga, I
doing?
need a stream.
You streaming?
Yep.
What
Oh, kick
twists and turns will January have in store for us?
Nigga, how's
The
it your
NFL
fault?
playoffs are officially underway. Green to bring it back. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Fabio Foreign, where? Oh, you about to go, yeah, bro. Come on, for real talk.
Chúpame la verga, hijo de puta.
Oh, yeah,
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Who did
Give
you
him
get
5
new?
on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain.
Oh my
The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Wilson. Trying for
No!
It's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And
No
he's
way.
Touchdown, Chiefs. In for the score. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right?
Oh,
the first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs?
That's crazy.
Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Green to bring it back. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
No. Keep talking your
Line of scrimmage,
keep running
the
your mouth.
31 now on 1st and 10. And he went backwards.
Are you kidding me, bro?
He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Come on, let's go.
They go play action with Wilson. Over the middle here to Brown. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play
Faison?
caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early.
Me and Lucci.
Because they'll pay
Faison.
dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Julio Jones, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Dude, it's tied. Calm down, Lucci.
So we're right back where we started, all even.
Lucci, I'm about to get you out of the playoffs, bro. Stop talking, bro. Dude, calm down. My defense about to smoke you up. I got Jalen Ramsey,
Now
remember.
the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And for them, a touchdown their last
Alright,
go-around.
bro.
Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know make some adjustments.
Bro.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
Yeah!
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard
like
line.
that,
That's
don't you?
where they'll take over. He was looking for Watkins that time.
You like that, don't you, Lucci?
A first down carry for Henry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner.
A fight for the football. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson.
What?
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A big play there for KC. 42
I'll come after I'm done with this. I won't
The defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
No, my linebackers are better.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game.
Shit,
so
nigga.
they've got to weigh things about
Shit, nigga.
behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the
no way.
Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 53 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
After the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Green to bring it back.
My team is stacked.
A nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
He changed it back, though. That's annoying.
For the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time.
Of course he's
and
an
then
MVP.
running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll get it out to midfield.
Damn,
right
bro.
midfield at the 50.
He'll
wind up getting right about
it's covered
on
every
the
play.
scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. David Emerson able to bring him down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a lot
I'm about to trade
either.
Green.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Andrew still wants you to stream it, though. Aight.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Bro, Lucci, hurry up.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Damn.
Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Roger, Roger.
Come on, let's go. Tempo, tempo.
Wilson. And
hold the ball.
He dropped it in the end zone.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. There's Wilson to throw. It's a gain of 5, and that will bring up an interesting decision.
That's all day, bro. I love playing against Tampa Bay. Because not one of their the quarter they put on Beckham gets burned every time.
Lucci.
Oh, that's crib. Get off me.
Here on 4th and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Oh, they get to the football, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Yeah, he's mid.
Mahomes
He's
will
a
lead
90.
the Chiefs
He's
up
a 90.
1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now here's Mahomes. This complete to Jones. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Give me on Kelsey, bro. Give me on
Green
Kelsey.
90. Green 90.
Yes, bro. Kelsey's.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Left.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And the pressure gets to him again. Kerry Hyder, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Muscles him off. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things good.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. Oh, spinning away. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Ertz has it left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wilson. He dumps it off for Henry. He's to the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They go play action now. Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On third and goal, Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 39 that time.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Mahomes again. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and
rush coming, and he's taken down. Grady Jarrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here come the Dolphins. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Oh, fuck you.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Nah, these niggas ass. Oh, why do I care?
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kerry Hyder in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They're all covered.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. They go play action with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Golden in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now here comes Kansas City. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Mahomes now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Dancing to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Green 90.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sean Lee getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
19. 14.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 48 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 24-yard touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much, Rusty?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have...
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Let's go, 14. All right, 280. Zero. 19. Check. Shotgun.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. Now Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action?
All right, ready up then. Ready up.
And they're freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
You come back. You know, basically.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Play action. It's Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. That one goes for 36 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now here's another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, Wilson, flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the counter, it's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw is Wilson. Off play action. And that is incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The
last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Russell Wilson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Steps away. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown.
Yo, chill. Don't worry, Lucci. You got next season.
Oh, nah, you just see that next season, bro.
Miami. Sanders on for the extra point. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah,
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring
Chris
him
Jones,
down.
baby.
Chris Jones in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean,
See you
I
next
remember
season, boy.
watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Eluding the pressure
See you
right.
next season, my
and
boy.
he took the contact as he was.
No,
No, you wanna know what's funny? Nah, Lucci, he's about to get smacked in the next round. He's gonna lose the intro. Anyways, so nah.
Lucci, you quick.